In the early hours of April 10, 1912, a marvel of human engineering prepared to set sail from Southampton, England. She was the largest moving object ever built, 882 feet long, weighing over 46,000 tons, and boasting luxury so grand it rivaled the finest hotels on land. Her name was the RMS Titanic, and she was hailed as unsinkable. The Titanic was more than a ship. She was a floating palace. First-class passengers dined beneath crystal chandeliers, strolled along promenades, and relaxed in Turkish baths. She carried the wealthy elite, industrialists, aristocrats, and celebrities. Alongside emigrants chasing the promise of a new life in America, in total, over 2,200 souls were aboard. But on the night of April 14th, as she cut through the icy waters of the North Atlantic, disaster struck. At 11:40 p.m., a lookout spotted an iceberg dead ahead. The crew tried to steer clear, but the Titanic's starboard side scraped along the ice, tearing open her hull. The unsinkable ship had been fatally wounded. Water poured into her forward compartments. The design that was meant to keep her afloat could not withstand the damage. And then came the cruel truth. There were not enough lifeboats. Regulations of the time required only 16. Titanic carried 20, enough for barely half on board. In the chaos that followed, lifeboats were launched half empty. Women and children were given priority, but confusion and disbelief slowed the evacuation. The band played on, offering music to calm the panic. Some passengers refused to leave, convinced the ship could not sink. By 2:20 a.m., on April 15th, the Titanic's stern rose high into the night sky before she broke apart and slipped beneath the waves. More than 1,500 lives were lost to the freezing Atlantic. Only about 700 survived, rescued hours later by the RMS Carpathia. The tragedy shocked the world. It led to sweeping changes in maritime safety, more lifeboats, 24-hour radio watches, and the creation of the International Ice Patrol. Yet beyond the regulations, the Titanic became a symbol of human ambition, of hubris, and of the fragility of life. Over a century later, her story still grips our imagination. Not because she was the largest ship of her time, nor because she was called unsinkable, but because she reminds us that no matter how advanced our creations, nature will always have the final word.